Okay, so I don't know what happened. The live stream went off. I don't know. But yeah, so let's just continue. So the stage that they are now, they are in the very inquisitive. Ryan, hello, hello. Ryan, you should go. You're disturbing me. So the stage that they are in now, they are in a very inquisitive stage that they want to know everything, ask questions, they want to know how this was done, how that was done, why is this, why is that. So the ability for you to create a bond and create, yeah, a bond with your kids will really help a whole lot. It will help curb this child abuse thing, because I believe that if that child has a relationship with the auntie or the uncle that the child went to live with during the holidays, she would have been able to, open up and tell her uncle, this is what and so and so person plays for us when we're watching, when you're not around, or even if it's not like a report, the child will be like, uncle, this thing, what about this thing? Because I believe that while they're watching all those things, there are a lot of questions popping up in their mind, a lot of questions popping up in their head that they want to ask and want to understand all of those things. So creating a bond, do not shut them out when they say so, when they want to air their view, is really, really, you know, a good thing to do. It will help you understand them better and it will help you know how they are feeling part time. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. These are one of the things that we face when we are filming or going on live stream. In our houses, both husband and children and everyone around will just be appearing in your live stream, but it's fine. We are good. So basically, to avoid a whole lot of abuses coming to your children this festive season, the best thing to do is not to just send them away. It's not to just send them to your auntie or your uncle or wherever. Even if you are to send them to these places, you have to be conscious of the environment you're sending them to, the people they are going to be with. Have you done your investigation? Have you done your findings? Those people that the children are going to be with, do you really know them? They are in and out. In as much as we know that we can't take care of our kids all by ourselves on our own, even if we are being able to do that, we will not, in fact, it's not possible. You get, you can't take care of your kids on your own. The God factor, like I keep saying, is very key. Praying for your kids is important. Praying for their academics, praying for their peers, praying for the people that they are around, praying for the people that meet on a daily basis, their school, their academics, their teachers, their relatives, their siblings. There are even abuses among siblings. Yes, there are abuses among siblings. You understand? So it's not something that you can do on your own. You really need to keep praying for them. And while you're doing the prayers, while you're praying for your kids, you should be involved in the life of your children. It is very important. You should be involved in the life of your children. Let's be aware of what they are going through at time. Be aware of the happenings around them. Be involved in their academics. Be involved in what they are interested in. Be involved in a whole lot of things. Be involved in everything. So there are times that if you have grown-up kids, like maybe you have teenagers in your home, and probably because of the age that they are and because of their academics, they might have gadgets, like maybe they have a phone that they need to access doing. So if you have see the child everywhere. And for two, the child is just locked up in the room, not coming out. You as a parent, you should be curious. What is he doing inside, or what is she doing inside? Know that the child is sleeping, child is not asleep. What's up? What is going on? Sometimes they learn masturbation from school. Sometimes they learn lesbianism, homosexualism from wherever. And so you need to be really involved in their lives. Need to be really involved in their life, know what they are doing part time, be involved in their academics, what they are interested in. Be friends with your children's friends. It is very key. Now, this one even has to go with has to do with parents that have grown-up kids around them, ranging from let's say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years. You should know your children's friends. Then you have toddlers, children are actually your children's friends. So the kind of friends you keep too, your friends, them to things happen under your nose. Yeah, even inside your own house, a whole lot of things happen under your nose. A whole lot of things also happen. You can't be there with them. Let's they do that one with lesson teacher. What time do you now have with your kids? By then they're exhausted. You want to bathe them, feed them, and they want to sleep. And with your kids, you don't know what is happening around. So that this is more reason why you should be involved in work, which is not supposed to be. I think paid to the boy. They are you are a man. Maybe this man that you are doing man, does he not have heart? It's not the same one heart that the man has at the same one, two eyes that the boy child has, that the girl child has. To the boy child as much as we pay attention to the girl child. This abuse thing is not only girl molested, all of that. Sometimes they are also being abused by see some guys now beating and he talks at mommy anyhow and all of that. So they see it as okay, since the boy child too is also being molested, the boy child is also being abused. So we should not just ignore the boy child and pay so much focus on the girl child. We should and not before they became a man. And that abuse that they experienced while they were boys is what is affecting them today. So society has made it so, but a thing. Now that we're being aware of all of these things, that is why things like this happen for to create awareness. So it should not be a thing. Pay attention to the boy child as much, even more than you pay. So I want to see if there is any So I'm trying to see my comment section. It's not working. I don't know. That was what actually took me out of the live stream in the first place, but I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to comment I see on this live stream section. Maybe I will comment on them off the live section, but I really wanted to address some of the questions or some of the contributions that are here. But I don't know. I'm trying to see my comment section. I'm not being able to see it. I don't know what is happening. Whatever the case may be, if I see striking questions, because I believe that a lot of questions are in the minds of my viewers, if I see some striking questions, I'm going to respond to your questions and I'm going to drop my suggestion on whatever it is that is here. So basically, so if you do not get anything from this holiday season, please, is not a time for you to throw your kids somewhere and keep them somewhere because you feel it's the holiday season, they should just go so that you have your peace of mind. Yes, I know they can be a lot sometimes, especially when they are younger. You want to send them to grandma's place for holidays, you want to send them to grandpa's place for holidays, you want to send them to wherever so that you have your peace of mind. But apart from that, a whole lot of things are happening. And I don't think it's a good thing to just throw them away, except if you've done your investigations, you've done your findings, and you know that they're in a good place. They are in a good place, and you shouldn't just rely on the fact that you're confident that they're in a good place and then you leave them there. You should also, always call to ask your child, baby, how are you doing? Are you enjoying where you are? Do you want to come back home? Are you having a good time in your holidays? Give them the room to speak and hear their view. Give them the room to tell you how they feel per time if they want to keep staying. If they are enjoying where they are, if there are no discomforting environment, if they are no they are not in a discomforting environment, or there's nothing that they are not comfortable around where they are, when you give them that room to speak, they will always tell you that, mommy, I don't like this place, I want to come back home. Mommy, I'm not so cool with this place, I want to come back home. So you give them the opportunity to tell you, to make them feel like they can actually talk to mommy, I can actually talk to daddy. At least one of these three persons, your kids should be able to, open up to. If they are not being able to open up to mommy, they should be able to open up to daddy. You get, so allow them to speak, ask questions. Baby, how are you doing today? So what are the activities that happened today? Where did you go? Where did you go? What did you see? Who did you meet? And all of those things. So those things will really help these children to, open up and tell you how they feel. And you will also know, and you will also know how they are feeling. So it's normal. Please, apologies for all the noise, the cry, the distraction. It's the holiday seasons. And this is the things we experience, right? Because we want them to be around us and we want to be sure that everything is okay with them. So please pardon me for the noises that you're hearing in the background. My kids, they want to be around me and all of that. So I'm going to bring this live stream to an end pretty soon. I believe that you've gotten the message. We can actually curb these abuses, this child abuse that is rampant in the society. We can curb it by doing our due diligence as parents, being involved in the life of our children, always make sure to listen to them when they want to speak. We shouldn't just shut them out. We should create an environment for them to be free to speak to us and for us to know how they feel per time. At least when we are aware of how they are feeling, or when we are aware of what is going on with them, we'll be able to help solve the problem. Like I said earlier, I'm going to try as much as possible to answer your questions in the comment section, and I'm also going to try as much as possible to respond to every contribution there. Just pick this today. Be a responsible parent to your child, and not only to the one that are your biological children, the children around you. Be a responsible parent to them. Always be involved in their life. Be an influence to them. Let them be able to talk. Let them be able to talk and tell you how they are feeling. It is very, very important. Wherever it is that they are, be sure to bump into them, be sure to ask questions, be sure to hear what they have to say, and be sure to, ask them how they are feeling, how their day is going, what are the activities that happen. Be involved in the people in their lives, their teachers, their friends, their peers. Be involved in all of this. And most importantly, after all of this have been done, praying for your children is important. Praying for your children is key. If you have a church that you attend that they are doing prayers, I believe some churches organize prayers for their children, like my church, the Masters International Church. We pray for our kids every Monday by 12 a.m. in the morning. Joyful Mom Praying Lips here on YouTube. Our pastor's wife, Pastor Esther Kumaya, she organizes that program where mothers, grandmothers, sisters come around and pray for their children, right? That is a platform for you to pray for your kids, but you should still pray for your kids on your own because you can't really do the parenting thing alone. You're just a caretaker. God has given you these children to care over them, to watch over them. You should also pray to God to give you the strength and the wisdom. That same God that gives you these children to say, watch over these ones, is the same God that will give you the wisdom to, cater for them. So you keep crying to God for wisdom, praying for their academics and all of those things. So when you put all of these things to check, I pray that God will help us and our kids will be fine and we will have a better community, will have a better world if every child is raised by responsible parents and are not being abused or molested. Society is going to be a good place for us to all live in. So until I see you again, maybe in my next live stream or in my next video, thank you for staying here with me. And until this time, this is Gloria Owen at this time saying bye.